future tukomyewo neera mu ngeri ey'enjawulo era nga leero tutandise ne bannaffe aba Task Farm. Task Farm Uganda otusanga Kabuusu ku roundabout wotusanga era nga ffe abakyasinze kukolera greenhouse ennungi kakati ekirala ku luno tuzze ne solar dryer. Solar dryer abamu musomako bisome mu bitabo kati ku luno tugenda kubanga tubalaga lwaki omuntu yandibadde ne solar dryer eri bannaffe abali mu mmwanyi kubanga kati ekirime ekiriko mmwanyi teweetaaga kunoga mmwanyi zo oziteeke wansi ziddugale enkuba ejje ojjewo ate zimalirize nga ku endi bakugamba nti munnange mmwanyi zo si nnungi oba zireme kujjayo kakawa kalungi. Aba Task Farm Uganda bazze n'ekintu ekirala ekipya ekirungi bagenda kubanga bakulaga solar dryer ekola etya era lwaki olina kwesiga Task Farm. Task Farm Uganda leero be bannaffe be tukoze nabo era nga bakolera ebintu ebirala eby'enjawulo ndooze mabega wange olaba ennyaanya erabika obulungi. Tugenda kubanga tutunuulira solar dryer era obeeko ky'oyiga. Kati solar dryer zino tezirimu nnene zokka already tukola ne ze bayita portable but for now kati soke tutunuulire solar dryer ennene abo bannaffe ab'emmwanyi ab'akasooli ab'omuceere aba soya all cereals n'aba vegetables and fruits. Soko tunulire kweno solar dryer tomanya ejja kubaako kyekuyigiriza ojja otukyalireko obeere ng'otuwagirako. Tovaawo katulabe Task Farm ne solar dryer.
Hi, I'm called Pithua Dennis from Task Farm Uganda Limited. I work with the Task Farm. I'm a head of the technical department in the company. So today we are going to talk about a solar dryer. As you can see behind me here, I have a solar dryer, which is a metallic dryer. So on the solar dryer, we have so many material we use, whereby we are going to talk about them one by one. As well, we can start with this cover. This is a UV cover, 200 micron. We use it to cover the structure so that can generate the heat. Like when you enter inside, you'll find it's a bit hot. So the reason why we prefer to use this white one so that the heat can enter inside. Though in science they normally say the black cover is the one to be used, but we use the white one on top. And then inside we have a net, which is black for the trays. The main purpose of having this solar dryer here is for drying coffee around here, because the people of here, they have a lot of coffee around them. So that is why they decided to do the solar dryer. So on this dryer, we have this net, which is green in color, and we have a black one. So all of them, we use them on the dryer. Now, when you can see here, there is this blue thing, which is called a wiggle wire. Is the one we use to hold the cover together on this metal. I don't know if you can see this metal here. So there is what we call the profile and the wiggle wire. That's why you're seeing it, how beautiful it is. And if you can see along here, still there is a blue wire running. So it's one holding the cover intact. Even if the wind comes, it doesn't take it away. So and then if we move along the other side, you can also as well see the net, which is down. There is a net here, which we call it ventilation, this one. So the purpose for this net is to allow the cold air to enter inside and release the hot one via the cyclone on top. As you can see, there is a cyclone up there. And then this pipe you have put here is like when they're cleaning the house, so the water can get out from this pipe. This one, as you can see, we call it a wind support. So we are preventing wind from disturbing our structure so that it remains firm the way it is. So That is how the solar dryer look like. When you move all around this dryer, you will see the design how it looks. Because this dryer is very big, it is a 16 meter by 18, so we have to have a gutter in the middle to harvest the water. When you look at in the middle there, you will see there is a black plastic, which is a dam liner, which is helping us to pick the water from the both roof, which is taking water from the both roof and pouring it out. Keep them. So that we don't have to suffer with the water. So that is why we are having here this gap here is for the water to flow from the roof both sides. So whereby we have to put a pipe here to pick this water and pour it down. In other places, it's a very good water, very clean, so you can harvest it in a tank and you use it for other home use. So you can see the cyclone is up there, taking away the hot air from inside. So this is how the outlook of the solar dryer. So from that corner to here is 16 meters by 18 going in the other side. So when you look around this dryer, you can see how the foundation has been raised from down. Is almost like 2 meters, if you can see it properly. From down to this level, it's like around 2 meters. So from this corner here to there, that is 18 meters. And then like this is 16 meters. So this dryer alone, it is having a 64 bed inside, which can accommodate all the coffee you're seeing around here inside. So this you're seeing is a wind support, like the way you saw the other side. We have to peg it down to prevent the wind from disturbing our structure. So when we go inside and we look at inside how the trays and the table they look like. So this is how the inside look like. As you can see, this is the bed. So we have 3 stairs. We have 1, 2, and then 3. In this case, the number of beds you're seeing inside here, they are supposed to be 64, but we still have some outside there. And then when you calculate the number of trays, like this one I'm pulling, they're supposed to be 540. This tray you're seeing. So the purpose for this tray is like you can bring your coffee, you put on it from here, and then you lift it up and you take it back and you push it like this, it enters. So that is how this dryer is. As you can see, it is already hot and I'm here sweating like nothing. And then when you look at the floor, it's a cemented floor, whereby you can clean it by sweeping or washing, depend on the method which is easy for someone to do. And then there is the other type of the dryer we have, which is a wooden, but still they does the same work, either for coffee, for kalimbwe. We are available, can do any according to someone's choice. Now in this case, we have to look at the importance of having a solar dryer. One, it makes work easier for a farmer. The moment you put your coffee inside here over maize until it dries, and then you come and take it away. For example, when we look at someone who's drying coffee over maize from outside, you find that the wind is bringing soil into what is drying. But here, what you brought inside is more safer than someone who is drying it from outside. And two, you may find that you are busy, the rain is coming, so you don't bother like, the rain is coming, let's go and pick our coffee. But here the way it is, you leave it until it dry, and then you pack it and take it to the store. That's the advantage of the solar dryer, I could say. And then another thing I could say, this pipe here, if you can look at it, is a steel galvanized. It's a heavy duty pipe, which is this is a 2 millimeter of 1.25 pipe. So that the other people, they said, I need a wooden one. So we can do both of them. So you can reach out to us on Task Farm anytime, any day. We are available to give you the service, the good service like the way you are seeing here. So as you can see, in each row, it's having like 5 lines. So this bed, this height from here to up is around 155 centimeters. That's why you have enough space for someone. Because other people will wonder, that space is too small for someone to pick things? It's more than enough for anyone to come and turn what they are drying. As you can see, the space is more than enough. So in case you want to dry mushroom, coffee, cassava, maize, feel free. This is the right purpose for the solar dryer. Anyone can have it at home or at their farm. Feel free to get us. We can do it for you. So we are going to look at why we're having 2 types of net. There is a green, which is this is the green on this tray, and then we have this black one here. So I know some other people will be wondering, why are they using 2 types of net and not white? The reason why we choose this black net and the green, because for them they can take long to know that they are dirty, but when you use the white net, within a few times it will get dirty, and even if you want to clean it, it will be difficult to clean. So that is why we prefer to use black on this case. So when you use a black net, it will take you long to know that is dirty, and 2, the color will still remain dark black, but if you use white, the color will change. Thereby start feeling like, this is not right, this is not right. So that is why we decided to use it. And then other people will be wondering, can I have a dryer without this bed? Yes, you can have a dryer without this bed inside. What you could do, you do a floor, you put your concrete, you put chipande, and then you can as well put Nilo if you can afford. And then you pour what you're drying direct on the floor. But like for the coffee, I know they have a different quantity they look at. That is why we are putting it on drying racks. But things like maize, cassava, and others, you can just put them on. You lay like maybe tarpaulin down and you pour it on them. They still get dry. So in other words, it depends on how someone's pocket can afford. The choice is yours to do any one. But now when you have a floor which is like this, it's more easier, because one after finish the remaining work, you're going to clean it, so you'll never find something like that inside here, whereby even if you're walking, it cannot even contaminate what you're drying. And 2, if you cannot afford to have a concrete floor, you can as well do after leveling the ground, you do compacting, over ramp, you ramp it properly, and then you get something like tarpaulin still, you put on the floor, you dry it on. But this one is much better for those who can afford. That is what I can say. It is too hot, that is why I'm over sweating, because it is too hot, as you can see. So this is how the inside look like. That is how the inside look like.
Tewerabira programu yaffe ebeerayo okuva ssaawa 5 paka 6 buli lwa 6 era nga Farming the Future yokka ye programu ekuleetera ebyokulima. Programu zaffe endala zibeerayo kuva Monday ku Friday paka Saturday ne Sunday, naye kaakati gwe ayagala okwettanira ebyokulima buli lwa 6 ssaawa 5 beera nga teweerabira kuteekako TV yo. Era nga Farming the Future tukomyewo mu maanyi amalala, era nga ku luno tuli ku Task Farm Uganda tubadde tutunuulira solar dryer. Solar dryer abantu bangi, nze nakula mama wange atawanyizibwa mu byokulima nti alima wamaliza okulima ajja kutawaana mu kukungula ate kasooli omwanikidde ebbanga avunze. Naye kati solar dryer kintu kirungi nnyo nti wokiteekamu mu nnaku 2 lunaku lumu kusinziira ky'oba otaddemu biba byakaze dda. Ate mwattu totawaana gamba nti enkubeze bannaye ate kati mugjewo kasita oteekayo okiwamu eddakiika ntono ssaawa emu okusinziira ku byoba otaddemu. Bannaffe abamuwoggo lwaki muba mutawaana muzimbe solar dryer zigenda kuba nga zibanguyiza obulamu. Ate gweoba otandise osimba emmwanyi nkwaniriza jangu obakyayireko aba Task Farm babeere nga bakuyigiriza engeri yokka gy'otagenda kumenyekamu ne harvest yo. Waliyo bannaffe bano aba hibiscus ab'obutiko, tulinayo bu solar dryer obuli portable era nga kati ssaawa zino tugenda kuba nga tutunuulira solar dryers zaffe eziri portable. Wali agambye maama ekyo kintu kinene nnyo ssente ngenda zijjawa. Naawe ssente ntonotono bakukoleddeyo ke bayita portable solar dryer. Era nga portable solar dryer eno osobola ogiteeka wonna w'oyagala, mu emanju, mu maaso, mu mabbali okusinziira w'osobola ofunira omusana. Kati waliwo agamba solar dryer ate kati pano ya mmeka? Solar dryer gye twogerako teyeetaaga pano. Gwe kiri ekinene ky'olabye olabyeyo pano yonna. Kakati akatono ka portable mwe simanya entangawuzi saagala ze bataddemu chemicals, njagala kwekaliza butiko bwange. Omanyi ffe Abaganda twagala nnyo obutiko, so twagala tutunuulire ku ka portable solar dryer. Omukulu Lawrence n'abantu be bagenda kuba nga batunnyonnyola, abalala boogera Luzungu, Lawrence agenda tunnyonnyola mu Luganda, naye we lunaamulema ng'ateekamu ku Luzungu. Katusooke tutunuulire portable solar dryer, then tukomewo tumalirize programu yaffe tovaawo.
Okay, mwebale abatulaba, erinnya lyange yenze Lawrence, nkola ne Task Farm. Task Farm tukola ebintu by'enjawulo. Waliwo solar dryer zetwogererako olunaku olwaleero. Solar dryer tuzikola okutuyamba okukaza ebintu bye tulya oba ebintu bye tukozesa. Waliwo dryer ebika byanjawulo, waliwo ebikaza akalimbwe, waliwo ebikaza omwanyi, waliwo ebikaza ebintu ebirala byanjawulo. Naye leero njagala twogerere ku portable dryers oba dryer gy'osobola okubeera nayo waka oba gy'osobola okubeera nayo nga ekuyamba emirimu gya waka awo w'obeera n'ebintu by'oyagala okaza. Tugambe nga olima oba olina obutiko obumanyi bujja lumu ku olumu oba waliwo oli alima obutiko bwa ddala. Tusobola omukaza nga tukozesa tekinologiya ono ayamba okaza ebintu ng'ate tebyonooneka, kubanga waliwo okaza ebintu oluusi tubiteeka ku ttaka ne byonooneka. Kakati dryer eno eri wano, eno y'emu ze tuyita portable dryer oba mu luzungu olulala osobola ogiyita cabin dryer, kubanga yo ebeera nga kabini oba kye tuyita kabineeti, nti osobola oteekako ebintu byo munda muli n'obigaliramu. Ekyo kitegeeza n'oba waliwo tugambe oba kibuyagaze oba waliwo ettaka geri ebisolo oba biki biyitamu tebijja ssuula kasasiro mu bintu ebyo by'okaza. Kakati ku dryer eno erimu olugi nga luno olaba wano, kantu kangu nnyo, naye ate munda muli waliwo tray, tugiyita tray gye tusobola oteekako ebintu ebyo bye tugenda okaza. Tugambe for example tukaza obutiko oba kati ng'oyo tumuyita mu luzungu kale oba sukuma wiki kwabo bamumanyi. kakati ojja musalaasala tugambe omusaze bw'atyo n'omuyiwa omwo n'omuteeka omwo omuteeka omwo oyo kati yagenda okala kubanga wamuteeka omwo kano akatimba koolaba wano ketuyita food grade mesh si nti muli katimba kosobola okozesa nti kofuneeyo kosobola okozesa nedda naye tulina ofuna akatimba ako kenyini katagenda okola ki okucontaminatinga oba okwonoona ekyo kyetutaddemu ekikale so katimba kano tekayulikayulika tekakosesebwa akasana tekalina gye kakakosa so kakati netuteeka ebyaffe byetwagala okukaza omwo so wotunula bulungi dry eno wali munda waliwo obutuli bwe tutadde kweri mabega obutuli buli tubwetaaga okuyingiza mpewo enyogovu munda we dryer kubanga eno waggulu ebbugumu weeriba ebbugumu limu welimala okukuba ebintu bino byetukaza wano twetaaga empewo eri eva wansi esobole okusindika water moisture oba amazzi ago gava ku ebyo tukaza ne gafulumira muno eno ye ventilation gyolaba wano waggulu nti wano amazzi oba tugiyite water vapor weefulumira n'ebbugumu weerifulumira lireme ate okusukirira eri munda ate lyonoone ekyo kyetukola ki kyetukaza womala okola ekyo omaze oteekako ebintu byo n'obikola ki n'osindika munda muli n'ongala drayayo so kitegeeza byotaddeko munda muli biri safe enkuba neweetonya tebigenda kukola ki tebigenda kutoba oba waliwo ebinyonyi bize tebisobola oba ente oba biki tebisobola kukola ki okwonoona ekyo kyennyini kyokaza so woba oliwo ekibuuzo kyowadiyagadde okubuuza osobola otukubira simu oba weyeetaaga dryer ng'eno oba ekika kirala kyonna kya dryer osobola tukubirako oba n'otukyalira tuli Kabuusu Lubaga mukama abakuumire.
Wadde tutunulira solar dryer naye ne wano we tuli tukyali no mu Task Farm balinayo n'obuntu obw'enjawulo bu fruits nga buno bwonna Task Farm Uganda ebulina era basobola okusimbira ensigo naye bw'ojja ng'ozze kulyako apaana just ojja okime cutting buno babuyita grapes abamu munywerako just mu wine. Task Farm Uganda era nga tuli mu kutunuulira solar dryer abasinga mutambudde naffe okutandikira ddala program nga weebadde okukomenkereza wano we tuli mu grapes tubadde tetusoma grapes zokka tubadde tutunuulira solar dryer. Solar dryer ekola ebintu eby'enjawulo we twogera ku solar dryer tetwetaaga solar panel just tuzimba buzimbi akaveera ne kabeera nga kakuyambako mu kye bayita post harvest oba wano w'okungulira obutatawaana nnyo na nkuba obutatawaanya nnyo kutawanyizibwa nti ate jjayo ate kati nga we mumanyi Uganda tetukyalima buno butonotono bwakulyako waka simanya kuwaako baneighbor kati tuli mu business. Farming the future yajja just okuyigiriza engeri gy'osobola okukozesa ekyo ky'olina kubanga ne mukama waffe Yesu akozesa ekyo ky'olina okuwa ekyo kye weetaaga. So farming the future leero tubalaze ku solar dryer abo abamiisinze temwerabira mugende mutunoonyeeko ku YouTube channel Agriculture is Wealth oba channel yaffe eya Rest TV. Subscribe and then like tewerabira. So oba oyagala ebisingawo ojja tukubirako ku masimu gali awo wansi weyeetaaze solar dryer osobola okujja wano ku offices zaffe naffe ku Rest TV oba ojja kuba ku nnamba ez'enjawulo ezo z'olaba wansi awo. Era kati wano tetugenda kusukkawo. Margaret Baluka ge mannya gange era nga nza kutuusaako programu y'ebyokulima ku Rest TV. Bye bye, kasisinkane next week ku Saturday ssaawa 5 paka 6. Beera bulungi.